But hey, let's hop in again. And this is the one. This time it's the run. How could it possibly go wrong? Let's see what we've got. Just a standard water potion here, something a bit more straightforward. At least I can rinse myself off with it, maybe stamp out a fire. That's always nice. Unstable crystals we can shoot at. And double energy sphere this time around is fantastic. Just wanted to check out the mana usage, but it seems like we should be able to launch that fairly consistently, which you do love to see. Let's keep it moving here. Unfortunately, no early incidental kill. I've been looking at Hitman recently and thinking about going back into it because I absolutely adored playing through the more recent Hitman games. I haven't played the third one yet, but 1 and 2, 2016, and Hitman 2. It's the way that I always frame those, since I feel like whenever you're talking about the first of the new trilogy series, you pretty much have to throw the date in there so it doesn't get mixed up with the original. One of those classic issues of modern naming conventions where things can't just be 1, 2, and 3 anymore because there are always fancy X's and different subtitles there. Just doing a brilliant job of explaining my thoughts today as well. Great start. Okie dokie, we'll keep it moving here through the first level. Ideally, we could get a nice little influx in cash, which actually, these buddies is a decent, are a decent resource, I should say, to doing just that, as long as we don't let too many of them light on fire, especially not pushing us into fire. We'll just call that less than ideal to keep an optimistic slant. Excuse me, friend. Gonna have nightmares about that shotgun cocking noise every time. I'm ready to get instantaneously blasted into the next run. Hello, friend. There's one enemy I'm slowly but surely training myself to have a twitch reaction to. It's those shotgun friends. One too many runs ended by their hand. And boy, are there a lot of them today. Look at those buddies up there. And speaking of the money that we definitely desperately want, that's exactly what we're looking for. Just have to make sure we don't take too much damage here in our efforts. Oh no, I will not stand under that burning bridge. That seems like a less than ideal situation to find ourselves in. Excuse me, my final jumpy friend, if you could just come right back this way. Oh, you can shoot their projectiles out of the air. That changes this enemy a lot. Because those have one-shot us before. But, hey, if we can shoot them out of the air like that, no problems whatsoever. We should be just fine and dandy. If I can thread the needle here real quick without lighting myself on fire, that would also be lovely. Is this a broken wand? Pikyaksui? What is this? This tiny rock looks most fiery, but when touched, only a pleasant warmth can be felt. Well, at the risk of blowing myself up. Oh, I see. We just throw it. Interesting. Excuse me, new friends. Will I breach my way towards this holy mountain? Excuse me, shotgun pal. You've got to go. Something's got to give, and holy moly, would you look at that, already at 500 gold. I guess it's largely those treasure chests we're finding, but it's been a rich day to say the least. Getting through level 1 constantly in the middle hundreds, fantastic stuff. Let's see if we can't leverage that into something wonderful, shall we? Bubble Spark. Either have not seen before or have completely forgotten, both equally as likely as possibilities. Triplicate Bolt. I could definitely see working out to us in some capacity. And of course, our first trigger. I mean, Spark Bolts won't keep being useful into the later stages of the game, but for now, that could be a nice pickup. Let's do it just in case we find something that we desperately want that collision trigger effect on. See if we can't make it work. And I'll do the same bubble spark. Let's figure out what you do here, shall we? A bouncy, inaccurate spell. Low damage, but very low mana drain. So if we had a ridiculously high capacity wand that didn't have a high amount of mana available, maybe? We just pack it full to the brim with bubble sparks, see what happens. Formation of 3 small, fast. Kept reading that as rast in my mind. Why is the F so short? Are you okay, F? I guess formation also has tiny F problems. Huh. How about that? Well, still not great damage, but we could throw this onto our initial wand here and see how it goes. Have a bit of a shotgun effect. Oh, also, I've never noticed that before. This shows us the cast effects. That's really handy for testing stuff out. Fantastic. How great now our wand is. We'll rock you. Sunny, you're a bad band. Perfect. Now that you mention it, I'm sure no one will be able to unhear that. Everyone needs a bit of rhythm in their life. Excuse me. This does not seem okay. I mean, I have a bit of water. Is this going to be enough to flood out the flames? Seems like some long-lasting oil. Somebody sprayed napalm all over the floor here. Living on the edge. Spells deal 3 times more damage when we're under 25 health, or 25%, whichever is higher, I would hope. Interesting. Levitation trail. When levitating, we leave a trail of magical sparks that harm passing creatures. That's kind of fun. And I take 20% less damage and also teleport away every time I'm hurt. Well, seeing as how I do get hurt a lot, that seems like it might be prudent. Let's try it out, shall we? Teleporting anytime we're hurt is a little bit of a recipe for disaster. We've seen what happens in the past with teleport effects, as I just get very confused thinking I'm already dead, and then suddenly I am actually dead for real. But Homebringer Teleport Bolt brings the target closer to you and doesn't deal damage. I'm sure there's a use case for that, but not for my tastes here, at least not at the moment. And, oh geez. Oh, I did not expect that effect to be quite so persistent. Okay, do not light myself on fire. We have learned this to be true. Where the heck am I now? It's also expecting like a short range teleport, but it seems like we can go zipping through an entire level real fast. That bad boy. Excuse me, dynamite friend. Don't mind as I quickly shoot your shot out of the air. Fantastic stuff. My gold, my gold. We are sitting pretty when it comes to overall money amount. Also, new note to self, do not walk through poison clouds. It's obvious in retrospect, but oh boy. We've got our work cut out for us here. Again, there's something fascinating about this game in which even when effects are fairly explicit and seem to explain, you know, exactly what they do pretty straightforward, I'm always going to be taken by surprise by just how it actually manifests in practice, because this is absolutely absurd. In fact, I kind of want to explore more of the level, but we have good money. I have no idea where we are right now. Oh, it's people poison. Right. Exactly. My one weakness. People-based poisons. How did they know? How did they know? But let's check out what we have here in our second shop. This is triple cast. Not useful at the moment, unfortunately. Weakening curse electricity. Interesting. It's also fascinating to see that it seems like costs just linearly increase as we go down in level here, because this spark bolt should not be 100. That doesn't quite make sense to me, but we'll keep it going. And lightning bolt, sure. Let's try that on for size, shall we? Reduced recharge time is also kind of interesting. So, lightning bolt is expensive at 70 mana drain. And our current wand here, yeah, that's over half of what we have available to us. So a fast recharge doesn't quite do too much to help us out in that scenario here. Could buy it for the future if I'm feeling fancy. Or formation bifurcated. I've seen this on a couple wands, but I don't actually know what it does. It might just split a single spell into 2 shots, in which case that's kind of interesting. If it halves the damage of each of those, then we're already slightly low on the damage department, but maybe could put it behind the lightning bolt or something. Let's see what the heck it does. We have the money, hey? Spend it while you got it. We'll probably die next time anyway. Just, oh no, cast 2 spells in a bifurcated pattern, so it's like double cast. But it has that split degree, so we're not able to aim it quite as well, unfortunately. But if I throw this bad boy on with a lightning bolt, how does that work? Oh my gosh. And now you're seeing just how expensive this lightning bolt is. It's not going to be going off too many times, so with that in mind, what I could do is empty this out. You know what? I will keep that one thrown out. We'll keep the rest of these, but... Oh, wait, shift click. Right, I was just thinking to myself, but there's got to be a better way. And there is. Introducing the new shift click. Just like every other video game you play. But maybe bifurcated strike with these bad boys? No, I can see this being mostly bad. Especially if I'm just not accounting for it. In a corridor with a nice roof and a floor, they'll be bouncing off both, so that's kind of interesting. And if we just have lightning on this wand, we know what effect it's going to be every time. Oh gosh, look at that. Damage explosion 500? You're telling me this deals 500 damage? That seems wild. Especially since this wand recharges real fast. Yeah, let's not put anything else on that. That seems fantastic. Incredible, even. And we'll just move on and see what we can make of it. So we can pick up Plague Rats. Dying enemies release rats to serve your bidding. All rats become your friend. Rat friends. Permanent shield, though, is also very good, unfortunately. And this is melee immunity? It is, yeah. We've seen this one before. So the permanent shield, the last time we got it, it seemed to deflect projectiles. So that's kind of nice. Can I give up the rat friends? I feel like my wife would never let me live that down because she loves her little rats. Well, just to keep ourselves alive and maybe not teleporting at every instance that something comes our way. I'm sorry, Babs, but I think I'm going to have to take the permanent shield this time. No rat buddies for us, not today. At least not yet. Maybe later in this same run we can see something come up. But this snowy depths area in particular, as we were mentioned at the end of last run, as we got completely slaughtered almost instantaneously, is where things get a wee bit tricky in regards to the enemies that show up. A whole lot of projectiles here as well, so I think the shield is going to be priceless, I guess, in that regard. Holy moly. How about that? These lightning bolts are going to be taking me by as much surprise as they do our enemies. But excuse me while I kick my box over real quick, and then boom. Fantastic. I'm assuming that the lightning bolt does not deal damage to structural pieces. And that seems to be a relatively fair assessment so far. Oh gosh, how do I shoot this? I need to find that sweet spot for aiming the bifurcation. There we go. Fantastic. Let's recharge. Oh, real quick. Nope, never mind. Oh, geez. Oh, gee. Okay, hold up. Let me grab this before we get teleported, shall we? It is chaos out here, people. Here I thought our projectile shield would be helping a bit, but unfortunately when those said projectiles explode on impact, then there's not a whole lot we can do. Makes projectile fly back and forth, and it launches a bunch of bombs. This doesn't shuffle. It has 8 capacity for... Oh my gosh, that's an incredible wand. Please don't kill me. Excuse me. Oh jeez. Oh, look at the embedding distance on that. Definitely don't want to be on the business end of a sniper shot in this game. A lesson that we've learned all too painfully in the past. Oh, and the money just disappearing before we could make it. Unfortunately so. Let's just blow everything up as we go here, causing as much chaos and destruction. The mayhem continues. Excuse me, friends. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just gonna sneak on through here real quick. Almost take poison damage and get launched into next week. Oh, ow. I hurt myself there. 3 health, eh? That's not great. In my limited experience, that seems like it is a nasty spot to be in at the moment. So, oh my gosh, you've never seen a Holy Mountain portal as beautiful as that. Please, before I lightning bolt myself to the face. Okay. Well, we're somehow kind of making do. What have we got here? Not enough gold for critical plus? That's a shame. I was kind of hoping to put a crit modifier on the lightning bolt, see what happens. But fair enough. We definitely didn't quite make enough money on that floor, having to rush through it a bit quicker than intended. Largely, again, due to launching our own lightning bolt in the face. The question I have now, directly in the face of what I said last Holy Mountain, are these increasing in price because of depth alone? Or I wonder if this is a stronger version of Energy Sphere than the one that we start out with. I don't know if it's worth all of our money to find out, because if it's not, then, oh boy, have mistakes been made. I guess we could put it on this wand and make that our new primary. Let's try it out, see what happens. You, friend, are as weak as always. Fantastic. Just what you wanted to see here. Well, that's fine. We'll instead just empty this wand real quick. I think I will put Bifurcated Strike on it. This does 2 spells, right? So what if one's a triplicate bolt and the other's a bubble spark? Oh, excuse me. While I pick up my bubble spark real quick. Oopsie daisies. And then I'm thinking energy spheres all across the board. How does... Wait, is this my... That's my lightning one. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's be careful what we use in close proximity here. Yeah, that launches out with decent regularity. A little bit safer than lightning, though I think I will use the lightning strike just because it actually has the potential to kill off our enemies with a little bit more haste. But maybe, ooh, a triple cast on this? How does that... Interesting. All 3 of them firing off at the same time just become one very powerful orb. Well, that kind of works. Last but not least, one of these. Just for funsies. I mean, this seems lovely. So, let's try it out, shall we? Item radar, you can sense nearby items. Probably is a good thing. But I think I'll leave it off for now. Hopefully we can just find them naturally instead and just stumble across them, especially if we're able to explore the majority of a level, which I know is pretty optimistic after what we went through in the last Ice Cave section, but it's possible. Repelling cape. Stains drop at a fast rate when moving. Ooh, so we can like stop, drop, and roll to get poison off of us? Last but not least, of course, extra perk. Is that the stage in the game now where this feels a little bit more risky? If just because I don't know if we've ever made it through the Hisi base. I guess one time? I think once we've done it. I mean, if we ever had the run that had the opportunity, the chance to do so again, it is probably this one. So let's do it. Let's keep having a silver lining view on life here, a nice optimistic perspective. We'll definitely make it to the next Holy Mountain. Heck, we'll probably make it to the Holy Mountain after that, right? So let's grab that real quick here. Use the last bit of safety and shelter. Take a sip of the drink. And then onwards we go. Should also refill my water bottle one of these days. That's just begging for trouble. Give me lightning. Oh no, I've lit myself up. Oh no. Bad start, bad start. Excuse me real quick while I zoop my way around. Okay. Have we stabilized? I feel like that this is going to become the constant problem with this run, is just going through chaos periods and then try to stabilize. Settle down for a moment. And let's grab this before we get shot out of here, shall we? So it is a shuffle cast, but poison arc creates arcs of poison between projectiles. Huh. I'm always curious with ones like this, because it seems like it would just be a passive effect, you know? Which it might be. But the only time I've seen a similar arcing style thing was an always cast. This creates a rain of acid on every cast. Huh. I feel like that might damage myself. Oh gosh. It definitely might damage myself. Oh me oh my. Ooh, free wand just sitting out here. Accelerative homing. Projectile homes towards enemies at an increasing pace. That is wild. Very low cast delay. No shuffle. Good max mana. Really good mana recharge speed. I feel like I need this. Don't really want to get rid of anything we have available for ourselves right now. Also, I didn't realize you had a minus 5.05 second cast delay. Huh. How about that? Well, let's just hope we don't have to break any walls anytime soon, shall we? Then I am gonna just run away from trouble for the moment. Oh gosh, excuse me while I run away. Please don't follow me. I know you will, but it would be nice if you didn't. Oh, I see. Arc electricity. Less than ideal. I can blow this up. Nope, that's steel. Oh, no. I was trying to squeak a lightning bolt through there and immediately blasted myself in the face. That makes sense. But it did seem like metal was conducting electricity, which is kind of wild. Maybe if I wasn't teleporting around every time I took damage, there was a bit more of an opportunity, a shot to make this work. That is wonderful. New record for depth at the very least, and maybe a new favorite spell. I mean, it's going to be hard. I really like the chain bolt that has the seeking effect. I don't know if that's going to be yet by lightning bolt, but it's something for sure. It is something. The game will restart due to mod changes. See, I never know what that's implying exactly. Maybe we unlocked a specific thing that requires a restart. But I will gladly do so. And it gives me another opportunity to just sit back and relax for a moment, take some sips of the drinks, take some deep breaths as I recover from doing mostly self-inflicted damage that game, let's be honest here. Even the electric arcs that we got hit by were very much a product of our own design, so deserved, let's say. And what have we got? The Acceleradium potion is very interesting. Maybe we'll end up dousing ourselves with that, if just to rush towards the Holy Mountain or getting lethal. But here we go. It's a minecart kind of run. And maybe, just maybe... Minecart, you go so fast. How did I do it that one time? I was able to ride the minecart down and just never again since then. I apparently achieved the almost impossible without recognizing the wonder of it all. Okay. Brain? itself. Let's not do that. Ooh, what a rough start. But it is level 1, so we should be okay even sitting at half health. Just standing right in front of our new friend. We thought they just wanted to play, unfortunately. There we go. I guess at the end it just kind of implies that we might not get up to the same degree of financial success in Dungeon 1 this time around. Especially since I do not mess with fire buddies. That is too much for me. Come on. Come on, arc perfectly. There we go. Fantastic. First try. And let's quickly sink ourselves down. So this is sparking with electricity, is it? Electrifying the water as well. So conductivity through both steel and water. Potentially other liquids as well. Don't know what the conduction rate of something like goo, slime, or poison may be. Or heck, even polymorphine potion might have its own electronic traits to keep track of. Some electrodynamics at play here. And we'll just keep it moving. Okay, fire skull. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I don't remember you behaving quite like that in the past. So let's pick this up real quick and then rush to find some water, please. Oh, that's not water. Oh, fire did go out at some point though, so never mind. Let's just not die to our little coal friends here, coal spirits. And 12 health. Not ideal. But we did somehow, again, get to 300 gold before the end here. Against all odds. Polymorphine potion could be interesting. Oh no. Okay, no. I gotta go. Excuse me, pardon me. Places to be, people to see. Only 6 health left is less than ideal, shall we say. Especially since we have a poison section to go through here. Can I cheat this? Okay, first let's... oh. That seems about right. Oh me oh my. Unfortunate to die, but those slime buddies will get you. It was a bit too limited of a space there in order to accurately take down their projectiles, since at least we learned today that that's something we can do. Avoid potential mistakes in the future.